and hosted trolls.
There were always difficulties, and because of the constant cyber attacks which we have had today. Welcome to the Taylor Comedy Show. If this email is closed, I won't be replying. Of course I will. That's a lie. I will reply to anyone who takes the time to email me. And guess what? Even if you wanted to leave a donation, you can't. Yeah. And that's the reason why I grassed up David Simpson, okay? Because of the perceived financial fraud, I can no longer accept donations. Because of the Homestead, you know, because of the paedophile from Pembrokeshire. Or was it Preston? One of the places. Because of him complaining, alongside his merry band of Satanists. I can't have a bank account. And YouTube doesn't accept donations. And I know that because, you know, and I'm grassing people up, I'm a grass. So what are you going to do about it? David Strange was kind enough to send me a £10 donation, which never went through. So that was how I was made aware of that. So thanks ever so much. And of course, you know, all subscribers have meant the world to me. But, and no buts. I'm happy with what I've done in the truth movement. I've
definitely added my contribution, and of course, me and John Winoa aren't finished yet. You're definitely going to hear more from me and John Winoa in the future. And apart from that, though, you're not going to. And remember, I'm not going to comment. I'm not even going to watch. You know.
And I am so happy I am bowing out. And you have been a wonderful friend. Why are you bowing out? Because it's been too much. It's an infliction upon my well-being. I can't handle it. The AJ attacks and the Brindle attacks and the other attacks by everyone, including Fran, who we now know is Nadia. I mean, it's just like relentless. I'm going to say something controversial. Please do so on Taylor TV.
I think Brian Earl of the team are doing a good job on hunting down the trolls.
And why is that controversial? That is positive.
Yeah, no, it's positive. Like controversial. Brian Earl gets a lot of stick.
Well, don't you? I think you get 100 times more stick than Brian Earl.
Oh yeah.
It's now for me. I'm thinking about myself. Don't you? I think you get 100 times more stick than Brian Earl.
Oh yeah.
It's now for me. I'm of you, so it's different for you.
No. They destroyed my life to a great extent.
Yeah. Honestly, you would be in Hollywood by now if you weren't sabotaged. You were the first person. I mean, God, it shows your resilience to show how far you've come, considering the impact of the negative war that's been against you. You have been fighting against a tidal wave of hate and suppression and lies. Yeah.
I've got friends. If somebody's really going on too hard, I've got friends that will watch the material and just report anything that I need to deal with without me having traumatized.
Oh, that's great news. And while you mentioned great friends, I'd like to have a big shout out for a mutual friend who allowed all this to happen. She actually brought this Chromebook for me. And that's a mutual friend that we share between ourselves. And isn't that lovely, isn't it? And that's something I'm so happy to have happened in my experience. Smash the ceiling. And we're very close to being the next people on the right show on the BBC TV.
Do you know David Wright's son?
Yeah.
So being Pitbull's voice.
Oh, wonderful. Tell us about that. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, when I lived in Rugby, they were very online Wesley Hall. Did you remember him?
No. Oh, Richard D. Hall, yeah, I know that, yeah.
No, not Richard D. Hall. Wesley Hall. He was on
Sky TV. He sounds like a Hollywood actor.
No. Listen. He was on Sky TV because Ryan Hicks and somebody else, they gave him a really hot building in Manchester for the homeless. for the winter. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it rings a bell. Closes and never opens. I hope. I pray.
Oh,
I know what will happen.
Phil McConnell.
Yeah. So yeah, but I've seen him like on the the same hashtag, Parker hashtag, like Dr. Ward. What's going on there? Can he please let us all in?
Right.
Flagged up on his messages.
No, I know. I promise you. There's a Cambridge graduate, child therapist, and the way she deals with child sex survivors is through art therapy, which is very common for children. And John Wedger approached her with this child's heart and asked her to do an analysis. She's told me that. Anyway, Jim Rat and the Grid Keeper, they've gone full on into chaos magic. Like Nathaniel Harris.
Nathaniel Harris has been leaving messages with me on my blog.
I think
he's evidently just discovered my clash with James Hind. He's poking his fucking nose, sorry for swearing, poking his nose into my business for some reason.
The research I had done back in 2016 indicated that James Hind was Julian Venn.
That's what Nathan Harris said.
Yeah, Nathaniel Harris.
So Nathaniel, so you're saying independently you came to that conclusion too?
My research. I had research teams in South Africa.
Lucky you. Here you go. You had research teams. Oh,
well, they weren't fine, but they help.
Right, love it.
So like two in South America, one in Scotland,
and then let's tribute to you and Angie.
One in Morocco.
Wow.
Okay.
They all researched Hopestead.
Wow, well,
and they concluded. I'm getting a blog about this. To update. They concluded that James Hind was in vein of satanic views, and he strenuously denies that. But Nathaniel Harris has got information.
Now you, kudos to you for being at the heart of it all, Angie. Really.
Just on my bit. It's costing a lot. I don't mean in health and in reputation. And
this is good. So, can you elaborate more on health and reputation? Because I'm sorry to hear that you've actually your health has suffered, and it's because I'm going to try and get back to my park runs, and so health is important.
Yeah. And I might take that tactical because like do you know what's weird? I put on 4 stone, and so has Hope Girl. You know, Naima and Dawn Kagan. Hope said after her. And she turned she's Diamond Age now.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Good to hear that.
But she blew up like a balloon. So have I. I've got like chronic fatigue, respiratory issues.
It's terrible to hear.
You know, age 20 years just from campaigning. And
it's just from the negative feedback you've had, and it's been constant, Angie. And like, you talk about resilience. I don't know who someone's talking about resilience out there, but by God, you've got it, lady.
And even in your chat, like Chris Fay and different people, and I'm still coming across whole channels, but I'm fortunate enough to have two volunteer assistants, and I just tell them to go look at the following channels, because if I look at them, I wouldn't get out of bed.
Yeah,
but
isn't it? And I'm playing devil's advocate here, but isn't that there's also a downside as well when you've got people willing to remind you of what's been said about you? And I'm looking forward to saying, listen, I'm telling them back on the whole thing.
They don't hunt down, but some controlling is so extreme, and I don't accept it. So sometimes I think you're right.
But also, Angie, just by your conduct, just by your videos, you address it because you rise above it, and that's something that's a very lovely aspect about you, which I can't respect. Well, no, not necessarily. I mean, you do some beautiful. No, I don't. Just by your conduct, just by your videos, you address it because you rise above it, and that's something that's a very lovely aspect about you, which I can't respect. And also, while I've got the platform, can you tell us about your relationship with Andy Devine? Because you have been good friends all along, haven't you?
Yeah. I'm not where he's at. The Wilfred One case has been very divisive, and I had to take him kicking and screaming to actually believe that he is not a good guy. You know.
Well, I personally, but throwing my all in, don't think it's proven that he is a bad guy yet.
The report I got daily from the court case, he absolutely sold out.
Yeah, but Angie, right? You've got to understand, and everyone, listen, has to understand what prison does to a person. You're in a fucking room for 23 hours a day, right? You'll do what you're fucking told. End of. Especially when they feed you, right? You will. End of. I've done 3 months in Glass House. He got broken, just like Andy Devine claims Patterson got broken.
Yeah,
I actually happen to disagree with.
Well, I spoke to
And I'd love Devine to come on right now.
I love Devine. I don't agree with this ascension and we're all God.
I do.
Right, that's okay. We can agree to disagree. But to me, Andy's a good guy. He inherited off his dad. He gave a little bit of
and he got ripped off by
Gordon.
But I tell you, there's dispute over my mate. You know who my mate is, and I vowed not to say her name, right? There's no proof that my mate is dead, but in the same way, there's no proof Bowden's fucking dead. So what the fuck is going on? And I do apologise for shouting at you, Andy. It wasn't at you. I'm just like doing it. Disputing physics if you did come back to the UK without announcing it on, any platform. So what do you fucking think will happen if you came to the UK without publicly announcing it beforehand?
Okay. Because right from 2016, the trolls kept saying she's just going to be arrested at the airport. And so I filmed myself at Gatwick Airport or Stansted Airport or different airports. Outside Parliament. I filmed myself. And they were saying, oh, she's photoshopped. There's no way she comes to the UK.
Hilarious.
So I could sneak in now. But there was a rumour that a judge put an order out to arrest me in the UK. Now, I've never seen any paperwork. Never.
BS from them.
I think yes. But when I see what happened to John Patterson and Carol, what's her name? Carol. That lovely worker lady.
Oh, Carol Woods.
Yeah, her. And different people. Even when I see what Neely goes through, I just think. I think there's a police force, and then there's a shadow police force. And if the shadow police force knew I was down, they take me away. I mean, look what they can do to conscience. They kept it on.
You are safe. You are safe.
Yeah.
I'm
saying no. When most people love me. But I'm sure enemies here as well. But look, Matt, I want to say,